Hello and welcome to the Fractillus raid guide in Heroic. So there's a real chance that this boss is changed because a weak aura basically solves the whole boss. Now in Heroic, we didn't even need a weak aura, we could just kind of game it. But I want to talk about the design of the boss in its current PTR state. Unsure what they would change if they do, but um, yeah, if you walk up to the boss and install a weak aura, it could just solve everything for you. But let's talk about it. So this strat here is the no weak aura strat, but the general idea is you're gonna have these lanes. So one lane, two, three, four, five, six, and we just marked them all. Now each of these lanes, when a player gets targeted, they can drop a wall, or you can break walls. So you can see here there's 6 crystallized lanes. If any lane gets 6 walls, it will instantly wipe you. So you can't stack 6 up here. Um, so again, it's going to cast this crystalline eruption on 4 players. This will do damage to everyone in the lane. And also place a wall. So players get picked, drop a wall. Anyone in that path will get hit. Our whole strategy revolved around a safe lane and then maybe playing around that near the end of the fight. Um, So you can see here in PTR we have purple being safe. This is before we had the weak aura. And then the tank one was always star. This we'd probably have a melee go all the way to X instead of a range because it's a shorter run for them. So melee would always prior the X, and then the other 3 people would figure out orange, green, and moon. The weak aura would just tell you which one to stand in. So you can see here, you will stack up the walls and then break them. So just showing examples of that. Um, Now, 7 players will then be marked with the wall break. And the wall break is going to knock players back and destroy walls in that lane. But you need to decide which ones you want to destroy. So let's see, like, and they'll do damage when you destroy them. So let's say you can, you break like 10 walls, you're going to be taking a ton of damage. And then there's heroic and mythic walls as well. So you can see here the normal wall, um, normal, heroic, and mythic wall. When broken, each wall does a mechanic. So there's different walls. So the normal wall will drop swirlies on the ground. The heroic wall will drop swirlies, and some players will get a big AoE circle. And then the mythic wall is going to do swirlies, raid wide, burst damage, and stack. So it's adding mechanics. So how much do you want to deal with in that time? And notice that on Mythic, breaking a heroic wall can put a permanent circle around you. This was bugged on PTR. It's probably going to be a thing, but we only had it generate like a few times on PTR, so really unsure. Like this might be one of those changes that come in. But it basically repeats. So 4 group walls, 3 tank walls, 4 group walls, and then break, repeat, 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 repeat. And this is just showing the enrage of 6 walls hitting, hypothetical. So we're just going to go to the VOD. I'm going to take a quick look. So here you can see that this is we're playing in this yellow lane in testing, but we'll probably be playing in this red one on live. This is just something that we did. Players are going to get walls here. They're being targeted. Walls come out, and we're always keeping this lane safe. And that's the fight. So these players are breaking. They find a section that they break. You're going to see they get knocked back, they break, and then these mechanics are spawning because of the type of walls we're breaking. More walls are coming. You can see them all stacked up over here. So this is not ideal because now you're going to have a bunch stacked together. But again, you can fix it by breaking certain walls. And that's the fight. Like, unironically, that's everything there is in Heroic. So, really not sure what they're going to do. And you can see here actually in Heroic, we shifted over this lane because this lane was probably empty, and we're like, hey, we can just put some stuff in there to increase the enrage timer. Minor things you can do without a weak aura. I don't really have anything else. Um, monitor day one and how this boss looks is my biggest advice. This video could be basically useless on live. So best of luck in the raid, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.